recording this on a Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first official day off. So, of course, I'm in here recording content. It's going to be a content day. I decided after a couple days of deliberation to have the shop closed to the public on Wednesday. Of course, eBay is always open. And, I just figured there's nothing in here that is life-saving, that's critical. You don't need anything in here. You don't have to have it on Wednesday. You can come back tomorrow and get it. And I was going to do appointment only. I was setting up the whole process on Square. But then I thought, well, what's the point of that? I still got to get up. I got to talk. It's even more disruptive, you could argue, because now I can see these notifications coming in the phone, the computer. And so I just 86'd it all. We're closed today. Deal with it. I'm here 6 days a week. I need a day to recover, rest, recharge, and be the best version of myself for everybody. I also have things to do at home that I haven't been able to do since February. I wouldn't say my apartment's a disaster, but it's either clean or it's dirty. There's no in between. There's no stasis. There's no consistency. So that's how it's going. Yesterday we had a great day. For a Tuesday, we did 30 transactions, which is awesome. So good sales day. Shout out to my customers who keep coming in and supporting me. Love having regulars and then new regulars. Somebody bought the Shaquille O'Neal 92 Classic, his LSU jersey card draft. So it was an autographed Shaq card, numbered, hand numbered, I think to 5,000. That was selling for $130. It was in a nice wooden box. Early, this is a signature from his college days, or shortly thereafter, probably right after he got drafted. And so that sold. A bunch of Orioles signed baseballs sold. I wonder who bought those. Andre. The cards. Let's see. Some Topps Chrome. That's still moving here in the shop. Again, I keep checking my emails to see if today's going to be the day where I hear something from Topps. That would be awesome. I'm actually checking right now. See if I can pull that up. I haven't seen anything, so I'm guessing that's a no. I've just been on two of my reference. Oh! Yo, Tim! What? We got approved by Topps! What was I saying? They didn't even send me a thing that just says approved in here. What a day, what a day. So that must mean my bank and the guy that built our building got back to them. That's incredible. Wow. Tim's doing the icky shuffle. Just imagine. My general manager, icky shuffling. We've done it. We less than 7 months in, and we have acquired, we have sealed, we have locked in a direct account with Topps. This is a big day for us. This is a huge day. The momentum, I keep saying just our luck, and good things keep happening. If you believe it, it will happen. I know that's cliche, but you got to follow up with the action. We've been following up with the action every day with the huddle. This is huge. Glad I checked this while I was doing the pod. Oh man. That's big. I could shed a tear almost. It's been so much hard work to get to this point. And this bottleneck has been the longest bottleneck of my life, business-wise. And I feel like I'm seeing the light. Not only from the light that's lighting me up on camera right now, but just the light at the end of this tunnel, and a new challenge, a new chapter in the business is starting. It's a big deal. Man, this is crazy. Status approved as of 9:22 a.m. Central, so that would have been an hour ago. It's awesome. Okay, so we are locked in. Didn't know that was going to happen. That's a big update here. So this shop is about to turn it up to 11 or 12. But let's get back to what I was going to jump into today. Man, that's exciting. It was actually Topps Chrome. I want that Topps Chrome basketball. It's a product that I want. I want that product. And of course, more Victor Wembanyama, although these won't be his rookies, I don't think. I haven't seen the cards. I was just looking at one of my favorite Instagram accounts, Lameme James, and there was a bunch of listings of like this Wemby for this much money. It was like the Topps Chromes, the Prisms. The Chromes are, here we go. It was, so the Prism rookie, that one seems to be holding for Wemby. Raw, $30, 28. And then the Topps Chrome, raw, 88 and 109. These are allegedly sales. What's today? Today. These are sales today. So, or if you could get your hands on the raw Topps Chrome Victor Wembanyama's, $80 to $100. It's happening again. I don't think this wave will be as big. I just don't think it will be, because he's had over 300,000 cards graded of just him, just the one player, just Wemby. That's so many cards. Like, that's nuts. But that is a product I want. We were talking about, hey, will Topps get NFL back? Hopefully they will, especially since we're approved, which is awesome. Can't wait for the free swag, too. Give me some swag. Shirts, hats. Give me that Topps swag. I hope that this also means, like, Fanatics. I know they're working on the jerseys and stuff, and I've been pretty critical of that because I'm a jersey snob. I like the old stitched material. Like, that's the quality there for me. I need the quality. It actually helped me sell more vintage jerseys because they were put together better. They're built differently. Built different. And so those jerseys have been moving for me. Like, I sold a Jay Cutler jersey yesterday. I sold 3 NFL jerseys. And if you're in here and you see me sell a jersey, I'm so excited every time. 2 reasons. Margin on jerseys is great because I know how to get them for a good price. And the second reason is it means the vintage clothing people are finding the shop. And that's important to me because I want to get the audience to not just be focused on cards. I want the audience, the customer base to like vintage clothing, collectibles, all that stuff. So I do get excited about the jerseys in that way. Yeah, the Babe Ruth thing, that's been we kind of talked that out. I wonder what the next big collectible thing is. I saw, again, I think Jeff Wilson, he posted one of those card stands with the Team USA, and he's like, you know what card would look really good here? And it's the triple auto. And he was kind of going in on the person who made the $500,000 bounty because they got all these stipulations, like you got to go send it to Beckett, it can't be smudged, it's got to get this grade and that. So basically, this other person, it's not a bounty. They just want to buy the card. But they still want you to do all the work. So props to Jeff for saying, I'll just buy the card. And I'll just buy it as it is. No stipulations. I'll still help you get the best price. My money's guaranteed, plus the auction. So we'll see what Ken Golden does. I mean, hey, these guys got the money. I don't. I'm just sitting back with my popcorn watching how this unfolds. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see. Yeah. I'm really looking forward though to this Wednesday, and I think to get into some business talk, like having a day off. Of course, I got stuff to do, so I'm just gonna work. And I know there's others of you out there that have just been worked literally every single day for months and months, maybe even a year, maybe more. I think that was the longest stretch I've gone without an actual day where I was not required to show up and work somewhere. While working. Now, last year, I had some health problems. I had Lyme carditis. Thank God that I'm still alive. Almost stopped my heart. So I was also I'd moved back from LA, and I was just like playing golf and like doing some eBay, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And, here we are. I figured out exactly what I'm going to do with my life is run double play, get that Fanatics, Topps Direct. Let's go, baby. And I wasn't working technically every day. But this year, since February 3rd, well, really since probably end of October, I've been in this building doing something every day. Since February 3rd when we opened, I have been here 99.5% of the days. And every other time I'm not here, Tim has held it down. got my back. So this day off, just thinking about it last night, I was like overwhelmed at the thought, knowing that I could, have time to do what I needed to do. And now I've got so much to do. Like, I have to finish mowing the lawn. Bless my dad this morning texting me like, hey, I'll finish the lawn out here, or I'll mow. I was like, I already mowed. I mowed the important part. So I'll mow the back. It's too hilly. You're 81. You're not about to attack that. I know you would try, but not a good idea. And then we got to weed the garden. And I wanted to hire somebody to weed the garden and pay them, but consistent work. Finding somebody willing to do the work, that's tough. Finding somebody to show up on time, even tougher. Finding somebody to show up on time and do work consistently, super tough. And the toughest is finding somebody to show up and work and do a good job consistently on time without an attitude. Impossible, unless it's you. So I own the business, part owner in the property. I've been weeding the garden. That's what it takes. Got to weed the garden. When I was a kid, me and my brother, when we would get punished, we would pick rocks out of the garden at my mom's house for hours. We'd fill up a sheetrock bucket with rocks, and usually him and I, imagine this like a 10 and a 12-year-old on either side of a sheetrock bucket carrying rocks from the top of the hill to the bottom, putting it into a pile. So we have figured out quick, like, if we put too many rocks in the bucket, we can't carry it. So we'd have to put we'd have to fill half of the bucket with the rocks. Work smarter, not harder. But I always have a little PTSD when I'm in the garden pulling weeds, because I'm like, man, at least it's not rocks. At least I'm not picking every single rock out of this garden to make it perfect. Growing up on a farm, you learn truly what the value of hard work is. But I digress. College football is so back. So excited. I do want to get that new game because I got this 86-inch TV here. And there goes my dad. He's pulling up in the van. So I'll say hi to him when he comes in. And I got to put that close sign on the door. But I ripped a bunch of this Bowman U, which was cool. Let's see. Was it Aiden O'Connell? So a bunch of these cards. There's a bunch of Bama guys in here. But there's a couple cards in here. This Jordan Addison. Out of the pack, it has like an issue in the front. And then it's got a crease like all the way down the back. Look at that. You can see it in the light. That was out of the pack. Are you kidding me? That's a Bowman U. That's terrible quality. Some of those will go in the mystery boxes, not the ruined ones, of course, but there's like a Caleb Williams in there. I think there's Jahmyr Gibbs. There's some ballers. There's some players in here. So who was that on top? Aiden O'Connell. I think there's a Bo Nix. So college football, opened some Bowman U. That was fun. Did a trade yesterday. Picked up a Cal Ripken Jr. signed picture. That was awesome. And yeah, I mean, that was kind of a typical day. The other thing I've learned too is I'm gonna keep staying open till 7 because as the school year is about to start around here. And I said, I can't close at 5 because most people don't get out of work till 5, even if they're working remote. And I thought, 6, I could close at 6 because between 6 and 7, I sometimes do like 1 or 2 sales. But sometimes I do more. And so I figured I'll be open till 7. It gives people a chance to come and do shopping. And, we're on a schedule and everything. So schedule has been the biggest thing on my mind. And honestly, I just couldn't be more happy with having Wednesday off. To wrap up, because I do have stuff to do, I want to take full advantage of this off day. I've been noticing more people just posting about influencers in the hobby. And of course, I've only noticed the negative stuff. Like the one thing I heard about the hobby or about the National was there was like influencers at the gate greeting everyone. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't think that's super weird. But at the same time, if I'm going to like get cards and I know there's going to be a bunch of people, I'm trying to blow past you. You're like the greeter at Walmart. Like, I'm trying to get to the cards. And also, you're just like a person on the internet. It's cool. Like, if I follow your content, I'm definitely going to say what's up. But meeting me at the opening to the show, that's not where I want to be at. That's not where I want to meet you at. I'll meet you inside. That's all right. Like, unless you have like millions and millions of followers, and even if you do, think about all the people you don't know about that have millions of followers, and you're not trying to be rude. You're just like, if you're like me, like, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Unless the Sox are on, unless there's a game on, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I have a phone, and I'm scrolling on Instagram, but I'm sure I've met people in here that are kind of famous, and I just didn't recognize them. I just didn't follow. You're just not in my purview. You're not Michael Jordan. You're not on the Celtics. You're not on one of my teams. So I'm not going to pay attention. But if you're a cool person, you're a cool person. And I try to treat everybody equally that way. I just saw that at the Northeast Card Expo, October, which we're going to be at. Patrick Pass will be there, and he is somebody that I filmed with for the cookbook project I did back in 2017. So I got to reach out to him, send him a message. He's going to be doing signings. Hopefully we can catch up and chop it up a little bit. He was really nice. What did we do? I think he did ribs. I think he did like barbecue ribs at his house. Really, really good. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. So Patrick Pass will be at Northeast Sports Card Expo at the Expo in Portland, October 19th. I think he'll be there on the Saturday. So that's the 19th and the 20th. That is coming up. Carter's trade night and card show is October 12th, the weekend before. And then I got to pick out a bunch of weekends. Not a bunch. I'm going to try to do two games in Tuscaloosa this year, because I'm fortunate enough that my aunt and uncle have season tickets at Bryant-Denny. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Jalen Milroe sling the ball down the field, run all around, see how we can do. We preseason number 5, so got a little chip on the shoulder. See if we can get back in the championship. It's a 12-team playoff this year. So that means, I think it means more SEC teams. Of course, it gives other teams a chance if they have a great year to make it and then prove what they're made of. And I was talking to somebody I was talking to Thomas on Facebook a little bit, just a couple comments about, Florida State. I mentioned it in a previous episode, and not saying they're a bad team, but if they were in the SEC, they're probably a 3-loss team. And they're not even getting in the conversation for the playoff. And they had a great quarterback, and I know he got hurt, and that's kind of why they got steamrolled by Georgia, but I think Georgia only beats them by 4 touchdowns instead of like by 60 points or whatever they did. So, hey, that's just, don't like the facts, change the facts. Their strength of schedule last year was 36, and Bama was 2. Bama and UW had 1 and 2, the 2 toughest schedules in college football. But this isn't turning into a college football show. Just know that my allegiance is with Bama. That's who I was brought up with. My aunt and uncle went there. They technically met there. So I've been a Bama fan. I went to Santa Clara. We didn't have a football team. Therefore, I didn't have to change teams. So that's why I've been a Bama fan. And, they've been good. Roll Tide. What do you want me to say? I got to get on with my day, though, here. Approaching that 20-minute mark. If you like this, subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment. What do you want to talk about? I'll talk about anything sports, business, sometimes personal, but we're going to stick mostly to sports and business and the psychology of like being an entrepreneur and how this is affected me, and then just what the happenings in the store. Today is Wednesday, so it's we are closed Wednesday to the public, but more to come online. I should probably put more products online so I can push people that way to buy stuff. And yeah, everybody have a great day, and I will be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Peace.